1,000 people that's actually genuinely on your site or things of that nature, because of all the illusions and that's being filtered through the light of the information and the technologies dealing with the age of Aquarius going on right now. Next to it having to be analyzed now you take that information, and people already have this power to this information, privy to this information, because the age is in, and people are being able to see a person with 50 subscribers, right? But all 50 people are supporters, next to the person who got 100,000 subscribers, but then not all 100,000 supporters. So that lets you know there's an illusion, there's a filter, and then where you know the illusion is being filtered through is because we're in the age of Aquarius. So then when that information get filtered through this sun and start to align itself with the humans and how y'all picking up the informations and all the species here, this is how you're able to create your realm of reality now. So you're able to take your inner world and see it externally and see your heaven externally, but you have to use that mechanism. So that mechanism now is the age of Aquarius. So using that light filter, we know what the age of Aquarius represents: fixed air, fixed ways of thinking and communicating that involves with abstract thinking, abstract informations and thoughts, communications, science, technology, new information. See what I'm saying? So you, in this realm of reality and the illusion that is getting filtered through, how do you receive those mechanisms now? What's the best way to receive those kind of mechanisms, right? Gadgets, computers, phones, cameras, you know what I'm saying? Technologies, new TVs, new electricians, things of that nature. Boom, this is all the age of Aquarius. So this is the way how you can create your inner world and bring it to the external world. Same way when the age was in Pisces, the way your elders and your elder siblings was doing it, they was doing it in the emotions and the feelings way. So how do you do that? In mutable water. Being mutable and adaptable to your own or other people's ways of feelings and emotions. That's connecting, because you're feeling how you feel and connecting with how someone else is feeling their emotions. So that's connecting connective consciousness. That don't even deal with electricity and technology and stuff like that. How can we all connect? So a lot of times people was connecting, people smoke together, drink together, hippie nation, people dance together, disco nation, you know what I'm saying? People had a spiritual type of system that they could connect to together, religion, you know what I'm saying? So that's how they did it in the age of Pisces. Now we're in the age of information. You're seeing how people doing it now. You see information and analyzing about things and got too much to do with feelings and emotion. So yeah, y'all may have connected to a spiritual system that way, so that formed the religion. But now let's think and analyze and gain new information about this religion now in the age of Aquarius. So now let's see what it really is. So now it's a different way how people have to connect now. So people are connecting through internet and all coming together to gain information and analyze how the religion was and how to oppose, rebel against it, aka more Aquarius energy against the previous energy that I was just saying. And this video could keep going on and on and on, but you know, that's just how the mechanisms work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if a person always talking about their status and where they at in life and things of that nature and how much they may have over others, or someone need to do this or someone need a job, 9 times out of 10 you talking to a Mercury in the 10th house. Now say you talking to a person who always talking about information, always talk about their new phone, new things to do. They always they got the new Snapchat filter all the time. They up on the new social sites all the time. A person who always like to talk about ideas and communicate, even talk about mysticism, even talk about abstract things, astrology, even talk about they like to talk about associates and people that they may know and may not know. They like to talk about their relatives too, and they like to talk about everybody the same. They don't look at nobody different. You know what I'm saying? Say you're around a person who always like to bring people together. They like to analyze and think and communicate with this person and tell this person, come over here. You can communicate with this person with me, and have this big old organization around them and things of that nature. As far as communicating, analyzing, thinking, these people can bring groups together. And these people always and they think weird. They don't think weird, but they think like kind of unique. And you know what I'm saying? You be like, they like sarcastic almost. You know what I'm saying? To the point that they'll say something that doesn't make sense to what y'all talking about, but it kind of does make sense to what y'all talking about, and they leave you like, oh, this person, I like the way this person communicate or whatever. They got their own way, own fixed way of communicating. 9 times out of 10, you talking to a Mercury in the 11th house. You see what I'm saying? Now, say you around a person, they're always talking about spirits. They seen this, always talking about their dreams. You know what I'm saying? They may subconsciously talk too much. You know what I'm saying? And that's another one. They may subconsciously talk too much. They're always talking about, a lot of times when they talking, they not even making sense. But it do kind of make sense, but you know that they're talking about their dreams, or they're talking about how they feel. They're talking about a lot of things that they can't put into words. A lot of times, if you're around a person who actually says that, who actually says, man, I can't put it into words, but that's what they're actually saying verbally, 9 times out of 10, you talking to a motherfucker Mercury in the 12th house person. You know what I'm saying? That's how I go. You know what I'm saying? They always look like they thinking and analyzing what they're thinking about. They're daydreaming. Then they start to talk about it. Then you might be like to be around this person. They may always, because they always talking about their dreams, community. They always talk about their imagination, their dreams, their illusions, their creativity, their fantasy. They always like to talk about fantasy. They may be into the fantasy realm. They may be into cartoons. These person may like to draw cartoon characters and things of that nature. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're around the 12th house and around a Mercury in the 12th house person. But yeah, you could take that with the sun. Now the sun is how you act. Your actions and how you see things. You could take that with the moon. That's who a person is and how they react to things and their emotional stance on things, and when they start to react and start to tell you how they genuinely feel and what makes them comfortable and what don't make them comfortable. Boom, that's how you can know where their moon is at. Boom, if a person when you get into looking at what a person love, appreciate, what they value, what they always relating to, what they always willing to compromise to get. You know what I'm saying? What they always willing to think that's fair to them, or things of that, or most importantly, what they always feel like they're willing to compromise to get. You may be a drug addict, right? That's a thing that you're willing to compromise to always get. You see what I'm saying? So things of that nature. When you look at these things, that's how you can tell where a person's Venus at. You know what I'm saying? If a person always compromising something in their life for something that they want to get. Say a person got a job, right, and they can't even really afford those rims, but they still buy the motherfucking rims, right? Then 9 times out of 10, their Venus might have been in the 2nd house, because they're willing to compromise their day-to-day for the shit that they value. You know what I'm saying? If they value rims, you know, hopefully they just value money and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But you can go on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? If a person always valuing something that's familiar to you, or always valuing their surroundings or their neighbors or something like that over other people, then 9 times out of 10 they Venus in the 3rd house. But you go to Mars, intentions, and Mars is intentions, willpower, passions. So anytime you look at a person, what a person passionately into, what a person really desire to do, pay close attention to that. Because that's going to let you know what area, what house their Mars is in, as long as you know the houses. You see what I'm saying? If a person always just know the houses, you know what I'm saying? When you go to Jupiter, that's a person experiences what they always experienced in their life, or what they need to experience, or something that they haven't experienced yet but they're getting into, and something that they always feel like they need to learn, and things of that nature. Boom, that's going to tell you where a person Jupiter is at. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Motherfucking, and so on and so forth. Saturn, where a person always seem like they got boundaries and restrictions and limits at, where you always see a person stumble and fall at, or where you always see a person make a plane at, or where you see a person may be very stable at, or where they may be very constructed. You be like, okay, this person know how to get from point A to point B, or this person getting it in, this person know how to get, or this person know how to gain structure, or whatever they doing. They know how to put the pieces together, or whatever they doing, or and vice versa. Whatever a person constantly complaining about that may seem like a roadblock is either a receive or a given boundary or restriction, but ultimately it builds structure in a person's life. That's gonna let you know what area of life that person got Saturn at. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I got Saturn in the 5th house. So you off the back know, you always hear me complaining about the way other people may express certain things, or you may hear me complain a lot about what other people are entertained by, or just the entertainment world in general. A lot of my complaints come from the entertainment world. Like, I'm indulged into the entertainment world. You see what I'm saying? And that's all the entertainment world. That's one of the 5 realms of realities that control this realm of reality by Elohim. You know what I'm saying? That's education, education, politics, entertainment. It's another one, but that's another video. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you may hear me always complain a lot about these things and a lot of road blockages that I may have why I can't get from point A to point B. And when it comes to creativity, you may hear me complain a lot about creativity or other creative matters or other people's creativity and things of that nature. But and vice versa, y'all see this how I gain structure in my life. I gain structure in my life by my creativity, what I'm creatively into, my creative endeavors, the way I express myself, the way the things that I choose to entertain. And the things that I choose to entertain, I'm able to gain structure in my life out of these things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the house my Saturn is in. You see what I'm saying? So so I have to pay close attention. So you have to pay close attention where your Saturn at. But in my case, I have to pay close attention to my 5th house. Because the things that I'm entertained by and the things that I choose to entertain, I can be able to utilize. It's going to give me a lot of stumbles and falls and road blockages for me to learn a bunch of things, but and vice versa, the things that I learn also is what helped me gain stability in my life. So I'm able to actually use this house to gain stability in my house also, because it's putting that work there. Nothing's going to come easy there. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Like, people think Saturn is bad. Saturn is not bad. That's what you actually need. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn the stumbles and falls. You have to learn the rejection of something. You need the rejection energy to be bounced up, to vibrate. Vibrate ain't just the spirit, ain't just the frequency. Your soul is in layers. It's round. It's like a Merkaba. It ain't just the frequency, the line of event, the line of idea. It's the experience of the event and the idea. So when you say that, you have to understand how that plays out. When Saturn is in an area like that, when Saturn is in my 5th house, I have to sit here and structure. I have to structure and experience, but I can't structure it unless I experience it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need I lost my train of thought for a second, but yeah, that's how you experience the rejection energy. That's how it bounced back up. Vibrating is just not like a frequency line. Once your frequency, your spirit go into a realm of reality, it start to vibrate. That's why vibrations come second. That's why if you a flatline of frequency, you flatline, you dead. But when you alive, you still experiencing. So it's that frequency, that idea of you is still vibrating. You know what I'm saying? So when your spirit go into a realm of reality, it vibrates, and that goes round and illusions and things of that, and it goes around and into whatever the circumstance of that illusion of the realm of reality that's in there. So what happens is, you need all mechanisms. You need up, down, left, right in the yin realm in order to bounce up and down. You need density, you need left fieldness, because you need rejection, and rejection is a form of the realm that brings you down, so you can gain all the information when you're down in order to bounce back up higher. But if you get rejected and just stay down there, you're gonna vibrate low as hell, and you're never gonna bounce back up high to vibrate high enough to create to what matters to you, so it can actually become matter and vibrate at a frequency rate that it can become solid and manifest in your life that you can see it physically. You see what I'm saying? So, and we getting into a whole nother video, but yeah, flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Goddamn air.